Hello everyone, my name is Dilip. My register number is URK19CS1238. In this video, we're gonna explain about the topic called inheritance. I will say what is the definition of the inheritance. Inheritance is it will inherit the method or attribute from parent class to child class. You can call parent class as superclass and child class as subclass. Okay, this is the definition for the inheritance. Okay, they in this video gonna explain about this program. The aim of this program is to develop a Java application using inheritance concept to automate the salary calculation employed in an organization as per the, okay, you can see here, as per the salary band given below. Create a superclass called employee and derive the subclass as per the given table. Apply method overriding. Okay, we should use method over runtime polymorphism to implement the following services via menu driven interfaces to calculate the gross salary, net salary, and to print the paid details. This is the values to calculate. Okay, we'll go on to the program and we'll start the program. Okay, I'm using my compiler as IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, we'll start our Java program. I'll import my header file java.atl.start. Okay, I'll initialize my class name employee with attribute string with variable employee name, address, mail ID of this employee service, mail ID and mobile number, and initialize my data type int with mail ID, employee ID. Okay, this is my main super class. This is, okay, you can see here these three lines are the super class. I'm initializing my subclass class programmer to extend to inherit the class super class to a subclass. We should use extends keyword in this one. We should use extends keyword to inherit the superclass. Okay, I have inherited the employee, the superclass to subclass. I am initializing my attributes int BP, means it's basic pay with variable BP, and double. I am initializing my double data type within HRA, DA, EF, gross salary, net salary, grocery salary, everything which one given in the which were given in the question. I am taking that all these inputs. Okay, and I am initializing as variables. Okay, I am initializing a method called read. It will read this read method will take the input from the user. To read the input from the user, we should use a scanner object. The scanner object is my object reference SS. It is my new object name, new scanner.system.in. Okay friends, in this program I will print the system.out.println to print in Java program. To print, we should use the system.out.println with a semicolon. Enter the employee ID. It will take the input from the employee ID. It will ask for employee ID and system.out.println. Enter the employee name. It will ask for the name and it will go to next line. The input will go to next line. Okay, then after the employee address, and it will go to, I'm asking to print the employee address. Okay, it will go into next line, address equal to ss.next line. Again system.out.println, enter the employee mail ID. Okay, mail ID equal to ss. So it will go to next line. It is using the object reference ss. It is using the object reference ss. System.out.println. I am printing the employee's mobile number, and it will go into the object reference calling the object reference object new object name, and it will go into next line. And I am assigning system.out.println. It is asking to enter the basic pay, salary, basic pay. Okay, it is asking to basic pay, and it is going to next int. Okay, this is my method read method. Inside this output, I am initializing another method called calculation. In calculation, which was given in the question, then I am initializing all these variable names and with assigning the values. Then when this input was taken, these values will be assigned over here and it will be calculated. Okay, after the void calculation, then void show of method, I am initializing another method called show. It will print the which was the calculated values or given. It will print over here. It will print the which was given mail ID. Okay, here I am printing employee ID. Here we have written here employee ID. Here what was the given, it will be printed. What was the user was assigned, the values will be, everything will be printed after this calculation part for BP, basic pay, basic pay. If you assign the grocery salary, net salary, everything will be calculated. For grocery we should add all this DH and HRE and PH and PF and SCF. For net salary we should subtract from the grocery salary minus PF minus SCF to subtract to get the net salary. For the grocery we should add all the variables. Okay, this is how this program is executing. Okay, we can create one inheritance n number of subclasses. Okay, I'm assigning another subclass with name assistant professor, inheriting the superclass employee, and assigning same attributes, same method, read method, and same I'm initializing another calculation, same method, and same show method. What was assigned in the programmer subclass in subclass of programmer, what we have assigned, we are assigning same values in another subclass called assistant professor. Okay, what was the code was given, the same code was given, we can give n number of times. Okay, I'm assigning another subclass called associate professor, inheriting the employee superclass. Again, for this assistant professor also we can take this, I'm assigning same input, same mail, employee ID, employee name, employee address, mail ID, mobile number, basic pay. I'm initializing the method calculation same. Again, the same calculation will be done, but the users inputs will be different. There are n number of users inputs will be, employees will be there. Okay, because that we are initializing many different categories, initializing names and calculating their net salary, grocery salary. I'm initializing another method void show, and it will be printing the input. I'm initializing another method called professor. I'm inheriting the employee superclass. Okay, I'm initializing again the same attributes, method, read method, and calculation method, show method. Okay, we came to the end of the program. I'm calling my main class, assigning my class name as employee1 within a public static void main string arguments. Okay, I am deriving all the classes. I'm initializing my object reference, and I'm deriving all the class names, subclass names. Okay, this is program.p. It is my object reference. It is new object name. New programmer. I'm calling the method p dot. It is my object reference p. I'm calling this read method. Then if you call, the read method will be executed. I'm calling calculation method for a show method for programmer object class. Same as usually we are assigning assistant professor also. We are taking the AP is my object reference, a new object name assistant professor. I'm calling my read method AP dot, it AP object reference dot read method, calculation method, show method. I'm assigning another. Again I'm calling my object reference associate professor. ASP is my object reference, and new class name associate professor. Okay, I'm calling my object reference with read method. When read method, it will take the user input, calculation method, show method. Okay, after that I'm assigning another professor object reference as PO equal to a new professor. PO to read, it will read the method, and a PO dot to calculate the method, PO dot to show the method. Okay, this is the program for the the given question. Okay, let me run this program. Okay, you can see over here, it is asking for the employee ID. I am giving one first. For one employee ID is 1. Under the employee name I am giving Vicky. Again it is asking for the employee address. Employee address is Tamil Nadu. Okay, it is asking for the employee ID. Vicky gmail.com. Vicky@gmail.com. Again it is asking for the enter the employee mobile number. I am giving some unknown number. Okay, it is asking for the basic pay salary. I am giving 50,000. You can see here, for the programmer class it was asking. I have given employee ID is 1, name Vicky, address Tamil Nadu, mobile number 78897630, mail ID Vicky@gmail.com. basic pay 50,000, gross salary 50. This was the value for the gross salary, net salary, and it is asking for the employee ID for the assistant professor. Okay, it is calling this object reference assistant professor. Okay, we'll give the what was the values were given. This is for user input for one employee. We are giving a user input for another employee in assistant. The user inputs for assistant professor. Okay, we'll assign. I'm giving ID as 2, an employee name Ben. I'm giving a Ben, an employee address. I'm giving Telangana. Okay, Telangana TS. Okay, employee ID ben@gmail.com. ben@gmail.com. Employee mobile number, I'm giving some unknown number. Okay, again it is asking for the basic pay. I'm giving as 40,000. Okay, you can see here the employee ID is mobile ID, employee ID, name, address, mail ID, gross salary, net salary, everything was given. Okay, again it is asking for the employee ID for the associate professor. Okay, I'm giving for the associate professor. Okay, same the another user employee name, I'm giving 3, an employee name as Tom, and employee address as again Kerala, and employee mail ID as tom@gmail.com. Again the employee mobile number, I'm giving some unknown number. Okay, basic pay it is asking, I will be using 80,000. Okay, you can see the ID, employee ID 3, name Tom, address Kerala, mobile number Gmail, gross salary was calculated, which was in the calculation method. It is going to this value. This 80,000 will be assigned. It will be calculating a net salary. Okay, and I'm calling it's asking for another input, this professor input. Okay, we are giving for this professor input. Okay, I'm giving ID as 4 with employee name Ton. Okay, employee address as AP, employee mail ID ton@gmail.com, and enter the mobile number. I'm giving some number. Okay, basic pay it is asking, I'm giving 70,000. Okay, this program was finished. This is the ID 4, name Tom was printed, address AP, mobile number, mail ID, gross salary, net salary. This is the program. Thank you for watching. Okay.